Have you ever wondered how many hours per day you really need to practice to get really good? Well, I've heard it all. I've heard anything from a minimum of 15 minutes per day to a maximum of 5 hours per day. In fact, I even remember one story that supposedly flamenco guitarist Paco de Lucia would practice for 12 hours a day. If Paco de Lucia actually did that, then he's an outlier and nobody should try to emulate that because it's just going to lead to injury. For most people, this is how I would recommend breaking it down. This is based on over 20 years of experience as a student and as a teacher. But take this with a grain of salt. I have not seen evidence to back this up. This is just my opinion. If you're a beginner, then what I do recommend and what I see works really well is to limit your practice sessions to 15 minutes per day, right? And usually at about 3 to 4 days per week. Why do you want to limit it? And it's because of two things. First of all, you're not going to have a lot of material. If you're brand new, you're just starting an instrument, you just don't have enough to work on for more than 15 minutes. And that's perfectly fine. The second reason is even if you did have enough material, you don't know practice strategies very well. You don't have those internalized, effective practice strategies. And you want to make sure that you're practicing correctly. Because if we just practice for an hour and we have bad practice strategies, bad practice habits, then we're just going to learn bad practice habits. And then we've got to unlearn all of that. And take it from me, it takes a lot more time and a lot more work to undo a bad habit than it is to create a good habit. If you're a more advanced beginner, maybe early intermediate student, I usually think about 30 to 45 minutes. And this is, again, think of these as limits, not as goals. And then again, as you increase your level of experience, maybe you're a more advanced intermediate student, advanced or like early advanced student, then maybe it could be an hour and a half maximum per day. By the way, I'll talk about that in a second. As a very advanced student and professional player, then what I've seen really work is anywhere from 2 to 5 hours per day, 5 to 6 days a week. I want to make it clear though, that's not all in one shot. And I think this is where a lot of people will make a mistake. Practice sessions should be broken up, ideally throughout the day, if you're doing anything more than an hour per day. If you want a more detailed video on how to break down your practice for each session, click on the related video link below where I break down practice sessions for 15-minute slots, 30-minute slots, and 60-minute slots. Thanks everyone, see you there.